It's so often that we don't give ourselves enough credit for the things that we're already capable of, the things that we've already done. I was talking to a leader yesterday who, the comment was made, it's like, well, I don't really like change or I'm not good at change. And I was like, well, is that really true? Let's think about all the changes that you've already navigated. What have you already, helped your team through? You've gone through, I'm sure, at least one or two electronic health record system changes. You've, had to change positions. You've had turnover. You've navigated COVID. Like all of these things, like we may not love all the change and we may at times want or wish that things could just stay as they are for a little while so we could, get X, Y, or Z done. But ultimately, like we've all navigated change, especially if you're in healthcare, especially if you're a leader in healthcare, and we're all capable of it. So I think there's so many times, whether it's change or, getting up and speaking or anything like that, that we start to tell ourselves, like, I'm not good at that. And we say it out loud, and then our brain hears us say it out loud, and it starts to say, well, maybe I'm not good at that. I shouldn't do it. Versus really just saying, like, well, no, I love the concept of saying, like, well, is that ultimately true? Like, have I always, have I never had a good presentation? Have I never been able to successfully deliver a difficult message and to my team or to that physician or that board member? Well, no, I've had some really great experiences doing those things. So why can't this be that way? Why can't this be a positive experience versus worrying so much that it's going to be a negative one, or that we can't do it? And so I think if nothing else, just whenever those fears come up, just start to think, like, what are those things that what are those times, those examples where you actually have been successful in that? And the more that you can identify and remember those and kind of help break down those fears of, like, I can't do this, or I'm always bad or at this, or I'm always X, Y, or Z. It's like, no, you're not. There are times that you are really good at it, or there are times that, you made it through even if you weren't great at it. So you can do it again. So just keep that in mind the next time those kind of pesky fears come up and start to tell us that we can or can't do something, and we hear ourselves saying it out loud. Pause, and that's a time to take a moment and say, actually, what's another example of when I actually did do well in that, and how can I make this another success?